Malika, so come here for a second. So I have to do this like 15 minutes. So is there something else I could direct you towards that you could be helping with? Any questions for me?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the Shelley Roy Show. I am your host, Shelley Roy, and we have an amazing show for you guys tonight. I pray that you guys are continuing to stay safe and sanitized. I pray that you guys are having a great week so far. So, before we kick off the show, I always like to start with thanking our sponsors. The Shelley Roy Show is sponsored by Built on Survival Skills Apparel. We're also sponsored by Liquid Lipo, where you could lose up to a pound a day. So, guys, I promised you, you guys would be in for a treat and a great conversation. So, you guys buckle up. My guest is a good friend. He's more than just a comedian. He is kind. He's one of the most humble people I've ever met. He also just recently dropped a new comedy album, and he's also going to be in town this month, guys, the end of the month at the Improv. So you guys be sure to go grab your tickets. Again, his comedy album, Let Me Drop This On Ya, is available on all platforms. So you guys help me welcome, put your hands together for my guest and my friend, Mr. Michael Colyar. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Welcome. How are you? Thank you.
I am wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Listen, this is always the highlight, trying to figure out what hat you're going to wear.
It's always a highlight for me
That
every
is
day, too.
always the highlight. I
There's so many
absolutely,
choices.
oh my goodness. I can imagine how many shoes you have, how many hats you have. Oh my goodness.
I'll
Would
show
you
you a
happen to have
couple of
any
hats.
idea? Just off the top of
No,
your head,
I
you know how
lost.
many pairs of shoes and
I
hats you
lose
have?
count. No, I lose count. Hold up.
Let me see.
I have a couple in here.
I know you got some new
Let
hats.
me see. Maybe you can see some of
Oh
these.
my God. Beautiful. You guys see
Mm-hmm.
that?
Just keep throwing my things in here. You know, some of the outfits, and
Oh my God.
I never know when I have to throw something. No party could break out. You know.
So if you're anything like me, I'm sure you're overwhelmed at times because you have so many choices
Of what?
to choose from: the suits, the shoes, the
Oh,
hats,
of everything.
everything.
Yeah. But for me though, the thing is I like what I like. So a lot of times I end up wearing the same thing.
Yeah,
Again and again. I got all these different clothes to choose from.
you sound like me. You sound like me. So listen, I know I introduced you, but I don't want to make this about me. I want to make it about you. You're my amazing guest. I would like for you to introduce yourself because who can introduce you better than you?
Huh. Well, as you know, I am Michael Colyar, world famous, world renowned, often talked about, alleged comedian, gentleman and a scholar, intellectual giant in the pool of mental midgets, and a connoisseur of fan haberdasheries. In other words, I talk stuff and people pay me for it. That's all.
I
And
love
in
it.
that stuff I talk, there is comedy. I do stand up comedy. I act. I do motivational speaking. I write books. I do animation and children's theater. But that's pretty much all I do.
Amazing. And listen, there's more to come. You're not done yet.
Oh, there's so much stuff coming. Oh my God. They're gonna
You're
be tired of me this year. That's my year.
absolutely.
That Christmas they're gonna
So
be tired of me.
excited. I'm so excited to see what this season has for you. So let's get into it.
Hmm.
Tell me what sparked your interest in getting into comedy.
Hmm. I don't know. I always been funny. Theater is what I thought I was going to do. So
Okay.
that's what my focus was on in high school. I was in all the plays, Me and my friends with the three cut ups at the school. So we was always doing some funny stuff. But it wasn't until after I came back from the military that I realized I could probably make money doing stand up comedy. You
Mm,
know, I watched Eddie Murphy and he was everything. He had everything. And
yeah,
he got all that telling jokes. I was like, wait a minute.
yeah,
I'm funny.
yeah,
What? I'm gonna get out the mustard and catch up. So I went and got some Red Fox albums, and I went down my mama's basement where I was living anyway, and
yeah.
I played those albums over and over while I stood in the mirror and tried to tell those jokes like I was telling my own jokes, like they were mine to tell, you know.
I love it.
Um, so yeah, so and that got me into that part of it. Then I hit clubs, and then I came out to California and did Venice Beach for 9 years. 5 1 hour shows every Saturday and Sunday,
Wow.
noon till 5 p.m. And it just from there, everybody came to Venice. People would see me, invite me to audition for their movie or their TV show or whatever. And meanwhile, I also got invited to all the comedy spots. So I was doing every comedy club in America, and that's what I'm pretty much doing now comedy clubs, films, television. I'm currently shooting the Miss Pat show, and we're
No,
shooting in
tell us
Atlanta,
about
and I'm being directed by Miss Debbie Allen. If y'all don't know who Miss
that.
Patty is, y'all need to get
Phenomenal.
out the mustard and catch up.
And
It's on BET Plus. Miss Pat is a wonderful comedian, and she's had a hell of a life. And she's taken that hell of a life and turned it into a sitcom, which is the biggest sitcom on BET Plus, the Miss Pat Show. And I've been very blessed that my episode is a Christmas episode, which will wrap up the show at the end of the year. So keep your eyes open, cause ho ho ho, I'm
I
gonna go
can't
go go and do
wait.
the Miss Pat Show. Come on, somebody.
I can't wait. And so, talking
Mhm.
about how you came about being into comedy, comedy for me reminds me of music. It's
Mhm.
it's soulful. It's soothing to the
Yeah.
soul. You know what I mean? It gets in
Yeah.
there, it just kind of pierces the soul.
Mhm.
So with that being said, what impact do you feel you want to have in the comedy industry?
I don't know if I want to care about what impact I have on a comedy community. I'm more here for the human community. I do comedy. My main thing is I'm a communicator, but I mostly communicate through comedy. I know
Yes.
that comedy is healing. If you can
Very.
laugh through a thing, you can get through a thing. So I'm trying to heal society. I'm trying to
Mhm.
lift people up. There's so many people out here who are scared. Kids are scared. Parents are mad. It's a bad situation, but we, the comedians, sort of have this magical wand called the joke, the
Yeah.
funny situation, and we can take you out of your pain for a little while, make you forget just a little while about things that ain't working out. If we can get into your heart and your spirit and get you to laugh, so I feel like I'm blessed and that I've been um, given a great thing that I should be doing. And that
Mhm.
is, I should be lifting society through humor and wisdom as much as I can and
I,
try not to hurt nobody along the way. So that's what I do.
I
If I make an impact, that's good. I'm sorry to cut y'all, but if I don't, I'm fine.
No, and that's perfectly said. That's well said.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
totally receive that and understand that. So, with that being said, what legacy then do you want to leave for the next generation that's coming behind you?
Well, I mean, the legacy I would like to leave is the legacy of service. The
Yeah,
legacy that when that nigga got something, he didn't just run off and do his own thing. When
yeah,
he got something, he took people with him. He got
hmm,
people in the doors. He tried to encourage other people, lift other people up, and show them the way. Tried to help them navigate this thing called life and this thing called the entertainment industry. That's the legacy I want to leave. Yeah, they like to have people call me every day and say, "Man, the first time I did a show, you was the MC, man, and what I remember most is how kind you were. How giving. That's what I want to do. I want to be kind and giving, and I want to be humble, and I want to try to do that as much as I possibly can everywhere I go, and tell jokes along the way."
and that is so important, which is what I led with based on my encounter with you,
Hmm.
kind and
Hmm.
humble, and just leaving that warm feeling, you know what I mean, about
Yep.
your spirit and everything. So that's very important. And service
Hmm.
is huge. We don't know enough about how to be of service and give of ourselves to the point that we're empty because we kind of put it all out there. You know what I mean?
Well, it's what we were put here for.
Yeah.
Is to serve each other. We're
Yeah.
put here to find our brother and to find our sister and to lift them up and to serve each other. We all supposed to be on this planet dancing together and laughing and eating good food and making love and doing all the things makes life life. That's what we supposed to be doing. A lot of us are off program. So I hope they come back. My job is to try to remind you that it's all good because it's all God. And that's what I will be doing every waking moment of my life.
Amen. Amen. And you know what I
Yeah.
just realized? I just jumped right into it. I wanted to open up and have a little bit of fun. I forgot to even do my icebreakers. So let's do some of those. Let's get some of
You
those.
have icebreakers?
I
Okay.
do. I do. Just to try to, lighten it up a
And my
little bit.
company sells these shirts, NIGGA, which stands for Naturally Invoking God's Greatest Attributes.
I love that. I was going
And
to ask
then,
you what it says because I couldn't read the fine print. So
oh, well,
I
let me
love
pull
that.
one up for you then.
Yes. Perfect. Say it again.
Mm,
Naturally.
Naturally invoking
Yes.
God's greatest attributes with
Yes.
five of the most recognized spiritual symbols.
I
And
love
then on the back, it explains to you the word nigger came from a variation of words nigger, which were the words in Africa that meant God and
it.
king and serpent king and prophet and healer and angel. So the Europeans found the word that was the most important to us
Yeah.
and said, let's make that a bad word. Let's
Mhm.
make it a terrible thing to be that. And
Yeah.
so here we are, thousands of years later, fighting over whether we could say a word that originated as ours. So when you get this, it shows you all the countries that it came from and what it means. So
I love
it's
that.
an awesome, powerful shirt. You can't wear that unless you know what you're doing.
I
You
love
can
that.
fool
And it
around.
also helps you to change the language because when you can change the
Mm-hmm.
language, it changes your thought process and then your
Mm-hmm.
behavior. So, where can folks get
Mm-hmm.
that t shirt?
Well, they can go to my webpage, therealmichaelcollier.com, or they can email me directly at comicking123 at AOL.com.
I'm going to get me one of those bells. So, let's do a few icebreakers.
Okay. That
Um,
was my machine that laughs.
that's okay. Laughing is good for the soul. I could never get enough of laughing, so that's perfectly fine. So the first icebreaker, it says one of those things that make you go, hmm. So how do you feel about paying for the first date?
Hmm.
Exactly.
Well, I was raised as a gentleman, so if I invite a woman out to dinner, I'm definitely going to take care of it,
Absolutely.
and happily so.
Yeah.
Gladly. Love
Yeah.
to do it.
You
Yeah.
guys hear that? I love it. Absolutely love
Mm-hmm.
it. All right. The
Mm-hmm.
next one is would you rather? Would you rather have date night out or Netflix and chill?
I would go with date night out because if date night out turn out right, we're gonna be able to go home and do the Netflix and chill.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. I
yeah.
like your thinking. Yeah.
If I do the Netflix and chill first, then I'm going to want a nap. I ain't gonna want to be going out and doing no dating or nothing else. I just want to lay down. Hand me that remote control. I need to let me slide on. Okay.
Well, you could do the Netflix and chill during the day. I mean, there's no set time to do the Netflix and chill. So I
Yes, then
feel
my answer would be none rather. My answer would be both.
like I love it. I love it. The next couple questions is under the category of which would you prefer? Casual dating or monogamy?
I would say monogamy.
Monogamy.
Monogamy is the ticket if you find the right person. You know.
Amen. I
You
love
know, if you found what you, the whole point is to do that. That's what you're trying to do. We all flying around like airplanes, just looking for the right runway to land on, man. We are
I'm
just looking for
glad
some
you
place
said
to
that.
land, someplace that's safe, you
Yeah.
know, and someplace that you can trust and you can count on. So that's what the goal is, to seek that, to
I love
find that, you
And I'm
know.
glad you
Yeah,
said that because that is the goal. You know what I mean? Your
yeah.
preference is your preference, but if you're
Hmm.
being honest, that is the
Hmm.
goal. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's the goal. Nobody, no fellow wants to be running around every night, different clubs trying to find a woman. If he had the woman at
Yeah.
home, he'd run home.
Yeah.
He would run home. You couldn't stop him. Bernie Mac, Bernie Mac ain't do nothing but go home. Bernie Mac ain't never going to no club with nobody. Bernie Mac can go back to his room and eat red beans and rice and cornbread, talk to his wife on the phone. He couldn't wait to get home to his queen,
That
man. He
part.
was a black man.
Yeah.
Black men are rare.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas, niggas everywhere. You could open the glove compartment of your car and 4 niggas will fall out. But black men who have integrity, people like
That is so
Bernie,
true. It's hard to
yeah,
find.
and that's what we at least I don't know what everybody wants. I know that's what I want. I want to find that woman that is the woman. So good to me that I don't have to look no place else because I don't want to look no place else because I'm getting
Yeah.
everything I want right there.
Yeah.
Making me rush home, knowing that all the goods are waiting there for me.
Hey.
Not rushing home to some dull ass, half gonna be, might be all right. Oh, glad to hear. How was the job? Shit, no. I
Yeah.
want to come home to rapture. You
Yeah.
know, if
Yeah.
I'm out in the street, man, I'm out there plundering and pillaging. When I come back home from them trenches, I want to come home to excellence, to
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous in lingerie with candles burning. You
Mm-hmm.
know, dinner's either
Y'all listening,
cooking
ladies? I
or
forgot to mention
prepared.
he's single. So y'all listening?
You supposed to mention that at the very top of the show. What is wrong with you? That's what we supposed to
He's
start
single
with.
and ready to mingle, you guys. Did you hear that?
But this is a universal truth. It's not just me.
Yeah,
Every man
of
wants to come
course.
home to that woman
Yeah.
who treats him like he's everything. And he in turn is supposed to treat her like she's everything. That's so interesting. My ex, I just was telling someone that we're not together anymore. We haven't been together in a year. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, well, first of all, don't cry for me, Argentina. And here's the thing. But you treat her like she was a queen.
Oh,
That's what we're
wow.
supposed to do,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
That's the name of this program. If you're with me, I'm treating you like a queen. And even after you're not with me anymore, I'm not gonna discredit you. I'm not gonna say bad shit about you. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say about what failed. None of that. I can't stand bitch ass niggas who will spend a long time with a woman, and as soon as they're after the relationship, she ain't shit. So she been with you 9 years, but she ain't shit now.
Absolutely.
Oh, when did the change come?
Yeah.
At any rate, I don't like that. I think that's some cowardly shit, and I'll never be part of that game. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No, I want to. I'm free now to meet the real queen, the goddess in my life that's waiting for me. My name is already written across her heart. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And yeah, and so when we meet, we'll know it immediately. We won't have to talk
absolutely.
about it. It'll be clear. In the meantime, I just keep living and loving, and we'll see what happens.
And as you are supposed to live life
Yeah,
happily.
yeah.
Love it. I love it. Um, what would you prefer, late night talks or FaceTime? Just late night talks on the phone or
Or
in
on the
person
phone. Because
or
I was wondering all those late night talks with us lying in bed,
yes,
cuddled
that
up
too.
and talking, which late night that's way different
Yeah.
from on the phone.
Yeah. It's either or. You could perceive it either
But
way.
you gave us 3 options in there. Do you realize that?
So it was really two,
What
but
were the two? What were the two?
late night talks or FaceTime. But the late night talk could be, like you said, in person laying in the bed or on
Yeah,
the
you got
phone.
to break that down. So that makes it actually 3 choices.
Yes.
Because if it's just talking on the phone, I'd rather do FaceTime. Because I want to see
Okay.
my baby. I want to see her expressions and what she's got to say and how she
Oh,
feel when she said
yeah.
that particular thing. So I really know if she meant it or not.
I
If
love
it
it.
was in person, then I'd always rather be in person. Us up
Yeah.
against each other, sweating, doing
Yeah.
one of them 3.5 minute, I can't breathe. I got a little slob coming out the corner of my mouth type of
Yeah.
cuddle up
There's
things and
intimacy. I love
talk
it.
about your deep dark secrets while you're sucking on each
Yeah.
other's most important parts.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So we're done with the icebreakers. So the
Oh,
next
good.
question, the next question I have is what opportunities would you like to see more of in the community and in the community for comedians?
I would like to see more
The chicken was
opportunities.
gonna answer. Does the chicken have
Huh? So I would like there to be more opportunities for young men to learn about their opportunities,
mm-hmm.
about all the wonderful things that are out here for young black men to do.
Yeah.
There's so much of it, but our media tell us that we ain't shit, we ain't got shit, we don't never be shit. So stay
Mhm.
over there in that corner and do the thing you've been doing for 400 years.
Lock you
But
in.
the truth is, it's a big old world out here, man. It's all kind of wonderful things that we can do that will pay us and love us, you know? And I would like to see more opportunities for people to know that, for them to know that God is great and life is great, and the universe is calling their names. I want people to know that, but
Yeah,
they don't.
they
So
don't.
many people are in the dark, so many people sleep,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
some people don't know what it's
Yeah.
like to dream. You have to dream above the influence. Like you said, there's so many opportunities out there. There's so many people and things that influence your mind. But like
Hmm.
people don't know that it exists.
Hmm.
People don't know. Oh, there's food. Oh
They
my God.
just flew the coop.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So talk to me about a memorable moment that you have.
I met you and your husband,
Oh,
and you want to talk about memorable. Two sweet, intelligent, great, awesome people who gravitated towards me. We
yeah,
gravitated to each other's energy, and you talk about beautiful. You came to my show 2 days in a row.
yeah.
That's amazing, 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 and pumping.
And
That's
I
one.
will be back the end of the month. Like I said, guys, Michael Carter
Yeah,
will be in DC at the
at the DC
Improv.
Improv.
It's the
Hmm.
28th through the 30th, right?
It's the 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's one Thursday, two Friday, and two Saturday. You have 5 opportunities to miss me.
Yeah. So you guys don't miss him. You guys go on the improv.com. I believe that's the website and get your tickets now. You
It'll
definitely
be DCimprov.com.
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 Go get your tickets, guys. Seriously. Seriously.
Yes, go get your tickets.
So sum up Michael in 3 words if you could. Did he say don't make me mad or don't make me laugh?
Said, don't make me mad. That was Mr. T.
Pity the fool. That's a
Anyway,
class.
I'm sorry. Mr. T actually gave me that toy.
Did he?
So Mr. T gave me a Mr. T in your pocket toy.
I
And
love
it's still working so far. I haven't even had to put batteries in it. It's got like 6 sayings.
that's a classic. I pity the fool. And what's the other one? Shut up, fool. Yes, that's a classic.
How
Absolutely.
much fun is that?
That's fun. That's
I'm
fun.
a grown ass man. I'm here with rubber chickens and
That's
toys and shit.
okay.
Somebody help me. Somebody get me out. Help!
It's what makes you happy, and that's what's important. That's
Yeah.
what's important. So sum up Michael in 3 words if you could.
This is the little one. This ain't even one of the two big ones.
You threw the
Where'd the
two
big
big
ones
ones
go?
behind you. They flew the coop
Oh.
behind you.
Oh. This one. This one is more like he pumped.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all kind of different one. This one. And then of course the smart one.
Oh my goodness. I
Anyway,
love
okay.
that little
None
cat.
of that has anything to do with anything. If people didn't think I was strange enough, they had to see me sit here for 5 minutes with rubber chickens. Thank you, Jesus.
You're fine.
I am beyond fine. I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I
There
am
you go.
thrilled and happy with life. I am blessed and twice anointed and just thrilled with every breath I take, man. I live with an attitude of gratitude, baby.
And you could tell it radiates
Mm.
off of you. We could
Woo,
learn
woo, woo.
woo
I know
woo
I love your jacket.
woo woo woo. Thank you.
That's nice.
We like to shop. We have the
We
fashion.
enjoy clothes. We enjoy clothes.
Yes, we do. We definitely
I have
do.
way more clothes than I can wear. It's so funny. We was moving some clothes from one room to the next room because it's just starting to pile up. A lot of times people give me clothes, they give me suits and outfits, and most of these hats people have given them to me. So they pile up because I can't wear
Yeah,
them as
yeah,
quick as I get them. So we was moving clothes
same.
into the garage, and it was so many clothes. They still had the tags on them. I hadn't even worn them one time, but clothes come faster than I can wear them unless I'm gonna wear 3 or 4 outfits at the same time. So why are you taking off that fourth shirt?
I can understand. I have that
It's
same
a blessing.
problem. It is
It's
a
a,
blessing.
it's a
It's a good
blessing, man.
problem to have. Definitely a
Yep.
good problem to
Abundance is definitely a blessing, and the real trick is to figure out how to see abundance in everything.
have. Amen. That part.
Yep.
That
Got me
part.
playing with my ding-a-ling this time of night. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So sum up Michael in 3 words, if you.
Oh, who could do that? Um, Funny, loving, and caring.
I love it. You
Mhm.
are funny. I experienced that. You're very kind,
I
loving,
would
and
rather do three
caring.
other words. I would rather do 3 other words.
Give
Man of
me. Go
man
ahead.
of God.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
powerful.
that's what I that's what I claim more than anything else is that
Yeah,
I'm a man of God. Everything else is gravy, but being a person that stands tall for God,
I love
that's
that.
what I care about. That my mother and God are proud of me. That's what's important to
Amen. And
me.
anyone who comes in your path, crosses your path, or has an encounter with you, sees that because you lead with that. You exude that.
That's right.
That's
That's
important.
right.
That's
I was
very, very important.
I was trying to find my playbill. I'm doing a play.
You
I'm gonna do 100 cities. That's my mama. It's called Michael Collier's Mama. But I'm getting ready to do it the whole first week of August. We'll be at the National Black Theater Festival in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The festival runs the whole week. I do it every day for 6 days, the 1st through the 6th of August, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the National Black Theater Festival. Tell your mom and them to come down.
one more time. What's the dates again?
The date is the 1st through the 6th of August in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Salem, North
They
Carolina.
take over the whole city for the National Black Theater Festival. There'll be
Wow.
about 300 actors who come in from all over the country and take every theater, every movie theater, every theatrical theater, and they do 3 and 4 plays in each one of them every day. It's a
Wow.
festival. It's off the chain.
And that's around the corner. Actually, August 1st is my birthday. So that's right
Hey, you
there.
should come celebrate your birthday. Come hang
That's
out with me.
that's why I said that I'm trying to plan. I'm going to be off for a couple days. Where do we find the information on the play?
MB National Black Theater, MBTF, National Black Theater Festival. If you just go online and put in mbtf.com, it'll pop up.
mbtf.com.
Yep.
mbtf.
National B Black, National Black Theater, National Black, what is it? Festival, National Black Theater Festival,
Okay.
NBTF. National Black. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of plays besides mine. It's going to be awesome. But man, off the
It's going
chain,
to be off
baby.
the chain. All
Smoked
right,
on
see?
water. It's so good. I wish I was in the audience watching me. Come on, somebody.
Come on. I already know it's going to be good. I already know. And I'm super excited. I'm going to look it up and look into it.
Yeah, y'all should come to that. You will love that. It's some of the best work I've ever done.
And I've never been to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I'm going to look into it and see if we can make that happen.
That would be very good. That'd be excellent. And otherwise, just tell everybody to make sure they watch my morning show 5 days a week
That's
on
it.
YouTube. Michael Kaya Morning Show. Every Tuesday morning, we had a gospel strippers, and they only accept tithe. No, I'm just joking. We don't have no gospel strippers. We keep inviting them, but they refuse to come.
And so on Thursdays, what days do you do the comedians?
Every
So
day.
every day. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
every day. Okay.
yeah.
For
We
some
we put on
people,
over
Thursday.
425 comedians. We put on one every morning.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And
Yeah,
your show is
you
amazing.
you must
Absolutely.
have came on a Thursday or something. That's why you feel that. But it's
I did.
that type of
Yeah.
show every day, 5 days a week. Comedian, spoken word, a vocalist, and then somebody. Uh, we supposed to get the dog back by 5. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I am. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta take my dog to the kennel so they can take a look at her poop.
That's okay.
Um, But
One
yeah,
last
so
question, and then we'll finish up because I know
well,
you
come
got to.
on in.
One last question: how
Okay.
do you want to be perceived by the world, your peers, and your fans?
Hung like a horse and love and pure love walking. That's it. If you think
I
of
love
those two, you got me.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So one last thing. I was telling everybody, you guys have your album that just dropped. Drop
Yep, the comedy album. It's a picture of me sitting on the toilet. It's called Let Me Drop This On You.
You guys make sure you get it on all platforms.
All streaming platforms right now. Everybody should get 10 copies.
Super funny. And don't forget your tickets. Go to dcimprov.com. Michael Collier will be in town the end of this month. It was such a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out to come and chat with me. Why he
Thank
sound
you.
like he's singing?
You're so amazing. I don't have a lucky one. A lucky one was the pink one. Oh, there she is. She on the floor. How'd she get down there? Anyway, it's a plum pleasing pleasure to be on your show. It's even greater pleasure to know
Such
you
a
and your husband.
pleasure.
You're great
Yes.
people. You're the salt of the earth, and I want to meet more and more people like you that
Thank you.
makes living just worthwhile. I
Amen.
appreciate you and your show and your style and your flavor and your flair. I even love your hair, even though it ain't there. Come on, somebody. Will Smith ain't here, is he?
Woo,
Because I
woo,
can't
woo.
take a slap right now. Just joking. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo,
Hey,
woo,
y'all.
woo.
Thank you, guys. And people come to my Kai Morning Show. If you want to follow me on Instagram, please do. It's just my name, Michael_Collier. You can follow my morning show, the Michael Kai Morning Show. That's on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put in the Michael Kai Morning Show. You'll get a notification every day, let you know we're on there. And oh, you can really follow me on my Cash App. That's $ Michael Collier's money. Okay, and that pretty much covers it, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Chelley.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to this amazing show. Be sure to follow Michael Collier on all platforms. And also be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Chelley Roy Show and follow me on Instagram. Thank you again for your support, and you guys have an amazing night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye, everybody.